1 month after my investigation of SR142, I had given up. I figured that, after the events of the previous investigation, there wasn't much more Disney could have hid in Duck Pond. Lord, was I wrong. Once the newspaper arrived at my house, I brought it inside. I put the paper down on the table and started to read. Infamous child murderer Harold Fquo has gone missing. I was disappointed. With that man on the loose, Disney could use him to murder more children. Anyways, I had gotten a letter from someone. I looked closer at the email and found out it was from Harold Fquo. I put the letter down below for reference. From Harold Fquo to James Starling. Subject: Urgent notice. Dear James, I understand you've been doing some investigations of Duck Pond. Though I'm in jail right now, I feel as though I'm being watched. Random people visit me that I don't even know. The strange thing is, they are always wearing Disney merchandise. I don't feel like I will be around much longer, so I had to send you this. Listen, there's something you don't know about. Secret Room 156. SR156 for short. I've been there once. Let's just say that a lot of things are bad down there. I want you to go in there and find out what's there for yourself. Disney can't go unnoticed forever. If I were to go anywhere, someone else needs to know what's in that room. If you want to get in, here's how. Next to the painting of Donald that leads to Secret Room 142, there is a door. It is locked, and there is a keyhole. The key is located in a box I put next to the dumper by the abandoned duck pond area. You will know which box is the box you need, because I spray painted an X on the outside of the box. Inside the box is a Donald Duck key. Get the key and use it to open the door. Then you're in. There is also a recording I left inside SR156. Listen to it, and you'll understand why I did the terrible things I did. Good luck, James. I know you can do it. Once I read this, I had some internal conflict. While I wanted to find out the evil things Disney did in this room, I didn't know whether or not I should trust a child murderer. I decided to sleep on it, and decide in the morning. I went to sleep. I then had a nightmare. I was back in SR142. I was walking around with a flashlight. Then, all the dead children from there started to move. They started to attack me. I was screaming, and I looked up and saw that bloody Donald Duck suit. I woke up screaming. Let's just say I woke with a start. I decided that it couldn't hurt to investigate SR156. If Harold was lying, it's not like anything could negatively affect me. I would have just wasted a little bit of my day. So I got in my car and drove off. I arrived at the dumpster outside the Duck Pond Park. I searched around in the dumpster for a while, until I finally found the box with the X. I pulled out the key. It had Donald Duck on the outside of the key, and seemed to have a chain, like it was made to be connected to a keychain. It looked a lot like a toy key, although it looked fake, and this whole situation seemed fishy. I still went inside the abandoned park to go inside the door. I arrived inside and made my way to the Donald painting. I had some unwanted flashbacks of the horrors I saw in SR142 that I tried desperately not to think about. I went to the door Harold told me to go to and examined the lock. The lock also looked like a real lock. I didn't know how my plastic toy Donald key would open the door, but I had nothing to lose. I put the key in the lock hole, and it surprisingly opened. It suddenly made sense why Disney had set up the key to look fake, and the door lock to look like the key wouldn't open it. They didn't want anyone inside. The door opened, and I walked inside. I was greeted with a small door, with nothing but a hole, with a wooden board nailed to block the way down. At first, I couldn't get down, but after a while of stomping on it, the wooden block finally broke, and the way was open. There was nothing but a ladder going down. I climbed down. It was extremely dark down there, so I turned on my flashlight, and I could see. The walls were faded and cracked, and the area smelled disgusting, like something down there was dead. I walked down a while, and I saw something horrible. Harold Fquo was on the floor, dead. He was killed gruesomely, as his organs were splattered around. He didn't escape. Disney sent some people to take him out of prison. If Harold were to get out, he could report what Disney did at Duck Pond. I looked around on a shelf and saw an audio recording. It was what Harold left for me. I put it below.
Hello. If you are hearing this, I sent you to come down here. Listen, I know I did the murders at Duck Pond, but I didn't want to do it. One day, my family had gone missing, my wife and my kids. I had gotten a letter from Disney saying that if I wanted to see my kids and wife again, I had to kill children at the Duck Pond Park. I did it hoping to get my family back, but I was wrong. Disney really had no idea where my family was. They just said that to get me to do their dirty work. Then, I had been promptly arrested. The most likely people to report me were Disney, because they were the only ones who knew what I did. Let me tell you, there isn't one day that went by after this that I didn't regret what I did. I was let out of prison on parole, and I came down here. I then saw my family in a pit, by a statue of Satan, down here, in SR156. This has been used as a satanic ritual place since the beginning. For all we know, Disney is a satanic cult. I was arrested again for a framed murder, probably by Disney. Now that you found this, go down the hallway to find the ritual area. Go.
I did as I was told. I went there to see a giant hall surrounded by torches, right by a statue of Satan. Inside the hall was literally hundreds and hundreds of dead children.